Hey, what's up YouTube? It's abluegolfball. Today I have another Pokemon TCG Online video, and today I have for you guys a Camerupt EX deck. This is a 180 HP Fire-type Pokemon with tumbling attack. You can tumble and fumble around, and who knows, you can maybe do 60 damage. But good thing that's not the attack we're focusing on. The attack we want to focus on is Explosive Jet. Discards as many fire energy attached to your Pokemon in any way you like, and this attack does 50 damage times the number of energy cards you discarded. So the cost is 4 energy, but you think about it, you can discard an energy card from anywhere on your side of the field, and this is very similar to let's see here, what is it, from Dragons Exalted. There's Rayquaza EX, right? That can you have the ability to control your output, right? So if you discard 4 cards, you're doing 4 times 60, you know, that's 240, or you can discard 3, that's 180. So Explosive Jet does something very similar in that you can control the amount of damage that you want to do. So you can discard simply just 1 energy card, and then you do 50, right? But you can discard, let's say, 20 and or 10. You can do 500 or 1,000, right? So the problem here is we are water weak, but we'll find a way to deal with that in a little bit. We do have 4 energies to retreat, which is pretty hefty, but hey, well, it's not that great of an EX anyways. Alright, so we got the Reshiram with 130 HP, pretty beefy Pokemon here. It's basic, and it's a non-EX, so Outrage is always a decent attack, and you never know when that might come in handy. As for the energy accelerating line, we got Emboar, 3 of these, a 3-1-3 line with Infernal Fandangle, very similar to the Deluge with Blastoise, being able to drop as many fire energy cards from your hand to any one of your Pokemon as much as you still like during your turn before your attack, which is pretty solid. Once again, it's got a 4 retreat cost, which could be pretty troublesome, but again, we'll find some ways around that, right? So we got the Dowsing Machine as the aspect of choice, and then Escape Rope, causing our opponent to switch, and then we get to switch as well, which works pretty well in our favor, especially if our Emboar gets Lysander out and things like that. We do have 1 Professor's Letter. We got 3 rare candies just for the Emboar line, 1 star on the Megaphone. You never know when you run into Garbodor. We have Superior Energy Retrieval. A couple of these works very well with Infernal Fandangle, being able to use Superior Energy Retrieval and then just grab like 4 energies from the discard pile and then just drop them on and do another Jet Blast, or whatever this thing's called, Explosive Jet, right, from Camerupt EX. As our wrapping up our items, we got 2 switches, because like I can't emphasize enough, 4 retreat costs is just insane. So got the switch for that. We got 3 Ultra Balls just to get the Pokemon that we need into our hand. 3 VS Seekers just for consistency and drawing the support cards that we need. And for our support line, we got 2 Blacksmith. You never know when you just need a little bit extra energy accelerating, especially if we have our Emboar knocked out and we have no other means to get energy into play. This Blacksmith can be pretty handy there. So 1 Colress, 2 Lysanders, 1 Lysander trump card, 3 ends, excuse me. And the last substituting end is going to be a Professor Birch's Observation. We have 4 Junipers and 1 Skyla to round out our support line. And then we have Scorched Earth, which can be good for a stadium counter. Only 2 of these, but it can also help you draw a little bit more, which is funny because this is a lot. It's very similar to Fiery Torch back in the Flash Fire set. Yeah, you discard an energy and then you can draw 2 cards, but then you basically do the same thing here in Scorched Earth, which is a stadium, which is even a lot better. So it doesn't take up space in your deck for an item card. So Weakness Policy, this card is basically the answer for being water weak. We don't have too much of an answer against Seismitoad, so if you're under that, maybe you should just concede. And then we have 11 fire energy. So without further ado, let's go ahead and see this Camerupt deck EX in action on Pokemon TCG Online. Alright, looks like we're going against Ronin21. It is a lightning and water deck. We'll go for heads, and yes, we get to go first. That's always good. We want to go first so we can evolve first. We see the Rough Seas, we see the lightning energies. I'm assuming it's going to be some kind of Seismitoad and Mega Manectric deck of some sort. It's going to be a bummer for us. We are water weak, so... Oh no, a Mudkip. Oh, that's not good. Alright, so we're just going to end right there. And in the next turn, we should be able to evolve, I suppose. What I really want to do is retreat. Actually, I play the energy there so we can retreat. I prefer to retreat at this point than evolving. But I mean, if we don't draw into a Pokemon, I guess we can evolve and maybe just kind of hope to I guess we can hope to get a switch. I don't know. But I'm looking at my opponent right now, and ooh, we see a Kyogre EX. Oh, that's gonna be a bummer. Definitely need that weakness policy right about now. The Mudkip can actually tackle us for 20, or in the next turn even Mud Slap us for a knockout. You know, with the total of a tackle and a Mud Slap. So there we go. We hit for 20, and yeah, what we're gonna do here is let's go ahead. We will play. I guess we'll play one of these, and we'll even get rid of the Colress. I think that should be pretty safe to do. Let's get the Emboar out here. We'll go with the Rare Candy and do that right there. We'll even attach energy. So look at that. Okay, so yeah, I think what we'll do is just Infernal Fandango. Why not? This is so weird. And we'll just Heat Crash for the knockout. Another Tepig. Okay. So definitely, if we get a superior energy retrieval, we want to retreat. All right, absolutely want to retreat. My opponent here shouldn't be able to hit us for even a Water Pulse, because unless my opponent is able to do like an Archie's Ace in a hole, and then get a Blastoise in there somehow, and then draw into more cards, I have no idea, right? So we see an energy drop. We see a Float Stone. Yeah, definitely not going to use VS Secret to get the Colress, that's for sure. We do get an N here. We even have a Tepig. My opponent goes for a Professor Birch's Observation, being able to flip for heads, getting to draw a bunch of cards. So yeah, we won't see the Archie's Ace in a hole, but we can still see an Ether. My opponent can get an Ether and then use Water Pulse, and then even put us to sleep. And then that way we can't even retreat, which would do 60 damage. But anyways, that didn't happen. Thank goodness there was no Ether. Okay, so it looks to me like what I want to do here is, okay, so, tough decisions. Yeah, I think what I want to do is, let's just go ahead. Let's see, we got 3 energies left. Let's take a look at the rest of my cards. Not too concerned there. Let's go ahead. We get these guys here. I actually want to discard these guys. And I'll use the VS Seeker to get N back into my hand. Let's go for the Ultra Ball. We'll get the Ultra Ball here. I'm going to go ahead and discard, I guess. We'll just keep a Tepig. You never know when that might come in handy. So we'll Ultra Ball. Let's go for the Camerupt EX. And then we'll just bench that guy there. We'll go with the N. We'll end our opponent down. We'll get 5 cards of our own. And oh dear, this is not good. Let's see. My opponent definitely can hit us for my opponent. Your opponent's active Pokemon sounds like. You know what? Honestly, I don't want to risk it. Right? We've invested too much in this Emboar to get him going, so we're just gonna retreat and we're gonna end our turn. Right? So the problem here, okay, the danger here is my opponent plays an energy and then Water Pulses for 60. Right? And then we stay asleep. And if we flip tails going to my opponent's turn, we can see my opponent drop a DCE. And then he would just wipe out. So I want to minimize all risks, minimize all potential dangers. And our Tepig right now is pretty disposable. So as long as Tepig buys us a turn, I'm pretty much okay with that. So what I'm going to do next is just go with the Juniper. Right? Oh my goodness, please. Oh no. See what happened there? My opponent was targeting the Emboar anyway, and there we go. We get for 60. Hopefully, oh my goodness, we even stay asleep. So right now we are in the danger zone, absolutely in the danger zone. But it's a good thing we get another Pignite going here. Yeah, I think what I want to do is before I play the Stadium, I kind of just want to play this here and go with a Juniper. Hopefully, oh wow, we even get. Wow, we get everything we need. This is fantastic. All right. So we'll go ahead. We'll play this here, and we'll switch into that. Well, even you know what, might as well, right? You never know. Oh, we get even more cards. So we get a weakness policy. That's good stuff. We get a VS Seeker. That's also very solid. I'm gonna get rid of these two. Pretty much no need for them for now. And then that way we can hang on to the other superior energy retrieval. So we can actually go ahead. We'll knock this guy out. Let's go for the Infernal Fandango. Infernal Fandango again, Infernal Fandango again, and yeah, that's it. I don't want to play these two, but you know, we can. Let's just go ahead. We'll play them from now. We'll play one more. That way, in the next turn, whatever we draw, we can discard this energy and whatever else we draw, and then use VS Seeker for the Juniper. So let's go ahead. We will attack. Go for the Explosive Jet. We'll discard all of these. And we'll go for the knockout, knocking out the Camerupt EX, taking 2 prizes right there. And there we go. So we even get the Starling Megaphone. We can get rid of that Float Stone. Thank goodness that Float Stone is pretty scary. My opponent has the flexibility to move around all as he pleases. So we do have another energy we drew. And, you know, I think we're looking pretty good. So definitely the Embor is... yeah, and in the danger of getting knocked out, my opponent plays a VS Seeker, probably going for the Professor Birch's Observation, or even the Lysander. Could definitely Lysander out the Embor, and it would slow us down quite a bit. You know, we would need to get like probably a Juniper again, being able to get the Juniper, and you know, that way we can, yeah, get, you know, try to draw into our other switch. We got 2 switches left, but my opponent goes for a Professor Birch's Observation. I think a better approach would have been to bring out the Embor. I think that would have been a much better approach, because the Embor is a huge retreat cost and definitely would have slowed the game down for me. That would have been a better choice, because I wouldn't know what to do if he Lysandered out the Embor. But so right now we still have, lucky for us, we still have our stadium out there, and thank goodness we stay awake. That means, yeah, we even get the switch, so that's good news for us. I'm gonna go ahead and, yeah, I actually want to hang on to the switch, because you never know when my Embor might get Lysandered out again. So I don't really, actually we're just gonna win, so let's go for the win right now. What am I talking about? Alright, let's see here. We'll just go with the Infernal Fandango, Infernal Fandango, Infernal Fandango, Infernal Fandango one more time. And let's go with the Explosive Jet. Why not just discard everything? And we'll be, look at that, 300, getting rid of the Camerupt EX. I forgot to say GG to my opponent. But there we go, we get 10 coins. So, alright, that was pretty smooth, right? I mean... solid, very solid. Camerupt EX, very flexible, being able to hit for 300 if you want to. You never know when you're playing against a Black Ballista with Crystal Wall. You know, 300 HP. But anyways, let me know in the comments below. What do you guys think of this Camerupt EX deck? Pretty smooth? I don't know. Let me know what kind of things you want me to tweak, or any other things you guys have. If you guys have other deck ideas, please shoot them my way, and I'll see too if I can build them. And yeah, I'll definitely have some more stuff for you guys soon. You guys take care. Have a good day. Goodbye. See ya.